Hello folks, John Goldstein here. I'm going to give you an update on where we are on what started with a basic kitchen remodel that's turned into a complete RV makeover. So let's talk about where we are now versus what you saw last time and show you some of the changes that are taking place right now. Last time we were talking about what we were gonna do in this area, how we were making it into foldable beds, so that way this is a desk area. And then when he was coming out of his desk area, we're like, what are we gonna do over here in the bathroom? So now, customer has decided to redo the entire bathroom, so we're mocking up what we need for the profile for the shower. This is what we have. He wants us to try to find a different way to get him a lower toilet and somehow see if we can change all kinds of stuff with his plumbing, because he has some very unique ideas that we're gonna try to figure out if we can make happen. So stay tuned. So not just are we dealing with the toilet, we're gonna reside and re-panel the whole bathroom with this new decor panel so it all matches. We've taken everything apart on this cabinet in this corner of the bathroom, so that way the customer can kind of see where we were and make that decision on which way to move forward. So now when we're done fixing the shower and building it and doing solid surface on the walls and figuring out what kind of tile we're gonna do and figure out how we're gonna get some square door that's gonna fit right here in this very odd and unique shape, we got to come back and he wants us to break out just this area of tile because he doesn't want to do tile everywhere else. So we're going to have to come back gently, break this out so we can put in new tile, deal with that toilet going down, tie into this new shower setup, and make it look like it was supposed to be that way from the beginning. Now let's go over into the bedroom and talk about what's changed over there. So last time we talked about how we're gonna insulate all the walls everywhere we could, because this customer really wants to try to make this coach more insulated than it is. He wanted to carry that idea all the way back into the bedroom, so we've overlaid the whole wall over here. We have enough room for 3 of our insulation boards, making this wall much thicker, much more insulation than he had before. We're still trying to figure out, well, what and how big of a window we're gonna get right here, so that way it can tie into all of the bed features that he still wants to keep, and the nightstands and a different overhead. That's what we got going over here. And then over here on the driver's side in the rear of the bedroom, we have mocked up for final approval this new idea for the bedroom that's gonna have drawers, a fireplace, and a TV that's gonna come up and down, and how that's gonna tie into him putting a door over in this area. So stay tuned and see how we cut it, how we put it, how we patch it, how we ship it, how we make it everything this customer wants to be. And then we're gonna insulate this area, because when we were in this process of re-insulating everything, this customer said, it's really hot back here. And then we went underneath the engine and there's hardly any insulation between the engine and this floor. So we're gonna come back and insulate from the bottom, so that way all that engine heat doesn't come up. And then if we have enough room underneath the carpet in here, we're gonna throw in another layer of insulation to try to insulate to keep that heat out. One of the other things that's been completed is, I know it sounds weird, but sometimes you gotta go from the top down. We've already redone the ceiling, putting in all of our new lighting, wrapped it with foam, then we've wrapped it with vinyl, and we've tucked it up underneath the flange that's gonna go right here, and we've done it in all 3 sections of this long slide out. So every crazy custom project has a point where you just have to go and take a knee. And that's what we're doing right here, because last time when this customer came out, he brought out the big guns, he brought out everybody that he needed to make sure that he was on track with his project, and they decided that maybe that the booth that was over there should come over here. To do that, we're not quite sure what we're gonna do yet, but somehow we're gonna find out if I can cut and modify what we already have, or if we're gonna have to scrap that idea and start over, because when you have to make space like this behind the booth, you have to know that in the beginning and you have to build around it. So that way we can make this look like it fits there, and now put the sofa over on that side. And we wanna make sure that this customer has everything that they want. And you know, sometimes when you're doing big projects like this, you gotta use that eraser and start over and do what this customer wants, so that way it's everything he wants it to be. And sometimes you don't even know how you want to change it until you get into it. And we're always open, and we want to make people happy. So we're gonna find a solution, and we're gonna make everybody be on the same page and make sure that nobody wants to duke it out every time they go and hang out in their coach after they do all this work. So stay tuned, stay watching, and watch how our team puts this together and makes it be everything this customer wants. There you have it, folks. We've talked about the problems that we're facing today. We've talked about the challenges that have been thrown our direction by that last visit from the customer, but don't worry, we're gonna find our way through it. If you have any comments on what you saw today or questions about what you saw today, make sure you put that in the area below. And if you have any ideas or anything you want to see on any of our upcoming videos, make sure to drop that in there as well, and we'll try to incorporate that in our future projects. Don't forget to click on that bell to get notified of future projects. Like, follow, and subscribe. Or if you're in Fontana, California, stop on by. And here's what we're gonna do to make it beat every... That was perfect right there, and just stop.
Yep.
Hello, folks.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Questions or ideas for future videos. That's what it is. Okay. There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
You got it.
Try it one more time.
3, 2.
From the top. Hello, folks. That's not the intro. This is the outro. That start over. All right. I don't know. All right.